Now, you may feel more than just a pinch, but these guys are trained professionals, so it should all be over and done with pretty quickly. Just remember, you're in good hands, so nothing should go to waste.
Yeah. Look, if they're already busy, they can just schedule me and I'll only take a minute. Thank you, Ashley. I like what you've done with your hair today.
I've worn my hair the same way every day for the past 30 years. Please tell me what makes it different today.
The fact that I've bothered to pay attention.
Alright. What's this story you're itching to get out there?
The Martaby girl. She's been missing for 6 days and no one knows anything.
Which Mitchell, Abby, Sheldon, and Will have already written about. We don't want another story reminding the public that nothing has changed.
Yeah, but unlike those other half-assed shitwads, I have a lead.
Really? Yep. Who?
If I went around telling everyone they'd get the story out before me.
You know, trust is very important and it's a commendable trait to have. It inspires patience and camaraderie.
Well, that explains how you're pushing 40 and still single.
Monday, I want a story on the Michigan murder. Crazy bitch goes and bashes her husband's brains out with a bookshelf. Nasty, but lovely stuff.
That story can be summarized in 5 words. Don't cheat on your wife.
Try to extend it to at least half a page.
I'm sorry to throw away your stories for the 100 millionth time, but we have a lead here, a good one. We could do some good. We could be the ones credited for saving this girl's life.
You mean you would be the one credited with saving this girl's life?
I mean, I'm not too stressed about the labels, but that's just me personally.
You know what I like about newspapers? I get to choose when they talk to me. I can skip certain parts and get to the juicy details early. I also get to choose when they shut up. I can roll them into a ball and throw them away without worrying about hurting their feelings. And if I'm having a bad day, I can rip them to shreds, burn them, or have my dogs piss on them without worrying about a jail sentence. All of which I can't do to people like you.
Well, I mean, you could, it's just not legal.
And a newspaper can't make some stupid-ass retort to a point I'm trying to make. You don't choose the stories, you are told which stories to write, and you will write a story that will be on my desk Monday about the Michigan murder, and you will do nothing else.
You wagged me 200, not 5. That's not what we agreed to.
That's what you've always agreed to. Up until last night, then out of nowhere demanding $500. If you want that extra, you're gonna have to convince me.
How about because I earned it?
You earned 200, not 500.
And how about because we're good friends?
We both know that's never gonna convince me. If you want your extra, tell me the truth. Who is this man and what has he done to my missing person?
Okay, look. That person there is Kai Gibson. He's a barista at the local cafe, Haven Brew, just past Bourbon Street. Works there full time, but from what I can tell, he's going on vacation leave in a month to, quote unquote, engage in banter with some chaps. He's very talkative, loves meeting new people. Based on what the officer working the case told me, he was the last person she was in contact with before she disappeared.
How do they know that?
They've got a laptop. They were in communication for 3 days before she vanished.
Do they think he kidnapped her?
Last message between them was from him, saying sorry that she could not join the cafe. Newbies say that it's definitely him, but the chief says that, quote unquote, it's wasteful to investigate coffee. Whoever this man is, he has deep connections. And now, he knows who I am.
How does he know about you?
Like I said, he's got connections. Most people you have me look into are petty fucking sleazeball shitheads who cheat on their wives or fuck horses in pigs' pens. But this guy takes the cake for being the biggest whack job there is. For that, I deserve an extra 300.
Fine. You earned it. Tell him I'm interested.
What?
Message Kai. Tell him I want to talk about the cafe.
You're fucking crazy?
Wouldn't be in this line of work if I was sane, would I? You gonna be alright?
Nope.
No, well. Take care of yourself.
Wouldn't be in this line of business if I can.
Hi, so sorry to bother you, but are you the one Carlson talked about by any chance?
Who's Carson?
Carlson, he's like 5 foot something. He doesn't wear glasses. He really needs them though. 1 second. You fucking muppet! I'm so sorry to have sprung that on you. Hope I didn't freak you out.
I'm just messing with you. I'm the one Carson sent.
Really? And how do I know you ain't messing with one noggin again? Alright, you're not messing with me. I'm very happy to hear that you want to visit a cafe. So, what would you like to know?
Just tell me about this cafe that you run.
Well, I don't run the cafe. I'm just a waiter.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, the other cafe.
I was talking about the other one. I'm just a waiter. I go out and get the people for the cafe.
How does that work?
Well, first, they have to get in contact with me. Most of the times, it's just like chat forums on community website, but they have to get in touch first. We can't since it goes against our rules.
Rule 3.
Both party participants must consent process.
So, how many people do you have wanting to be eaten.
Whilst I love to talk about establishment more, we take pride in security and safety for the community. Which, from the look of things, you're interested in?
I mean, it has its charms, but no, I'm here about something else. The Marderby girl.
I already told Carlson I don't know what happened to her.
And I know that you were the last known person to be in contact with her before her disappearance.
Then you should also know that I was the one who stopped contacting me.
How come?
Age requirements, obviously. Rules clearly outline that you must be 18 or older to partake. She can get a family member to give her permission, but in her case, tough luck.
Well, look at it from my point of view. A girl goes missing the day after being rejected from some Cannibal Café.
I don't want people to refer to her by that name.
Disingenuous?
I wouldn't say like that. It's more like a safe environment to indulge in our fantasies rather than just talking about them like it's wrong to be the way we are. Think of it like a reverse rehab, but you're not sent against the will. I've got to get back to work now, but if you're really serious about joining us, then meet me in the 3rd floor car park by the mall off Paper Street at 8 PM tonight. You know which guy's mine. I'm happy you came.
So what happens now?
I'm sorry to have to do this, but I'm gonna have to ask you to put this bag over your noggin. Can't have everyone knowing where the cafe is, or else there is no cafe. Okay?
Are you asking me if I consent to being kidnapped?
No, not a kidnap. This is invitation. Take it, and I'll take you to the cafe.
What happens if I say no?
Then you don't get to go to the cafe. But we can't have you talking about the cafe.
Yeah, so not much of a choice, is it?
You chose to come here. I never forced you.
Well, it is the most polite kidnapping I've ever been a part of.
You've done this before?
Yeah, I was investigating this legitimate businessman a few years ago and...
I hate this part. Safety first. Oh. There you are.
Fuck off!
Oh, fucking finally! Oi, guy, Sleeping Beauty's up. Thank heavens you're alright. I thought you were dead.
I don't know if alright's the right word.
If it makes you feel any better, I always hate having to do that.
Believe it or not, it doesn't.
Oi, can we hurry this up? Just fucking starving.
Right, of course. Just stay here for a moment, and I'll go get Marco.
Who's Marco?
He's who we have to thank for making this all possible.
So, what's your preference?
I haven't decided yet.
Not what I asked. You gotta choose a preference.
What's the matter to you?
I wanna know what's on the menu. I'm fucking starving.
Well, you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. All this sleeping has made it hard to decide.
Well, if you do decide to be on the menu, I'll savor every bite. And if you're dining with me, I'll save you a seat right next to me.
Hello, and welcome to the 7th annual Rottenberg Cafe, where you'll have the chance to, sorry, I can't read my handwriting. I know I should have printed out a script like last time. Welcome to you all here, and the volunteers for coming. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. We all know why we're here. Not just because we like to eat people, but for the people themselves. We're rejected by society. We're not abnormal. We're us. Any questions?
When do we eat?
We're still missing a few people. I think there's 2 people left to arrive, so if we hold on till then. I know this isn't ideal, but the rules are set out for a reason. We can't start till everybody's in attendance.
You left us cooped up here for days. I'm fucking starving.
If you just calm down, I'm sure we can figure something out. Maybe there's a movie we can put on. Has anybody seen Avatar: The Last Airbender?
I don't care about the fucking Blue Man Group.
Wrong movie, mate.
I came here for a fucking feast. I'm not gonna calm down until I have had my feast.
I want to try something new. Consider this a trial for future events. Since no full course meal is set without an entree, and for an apology for the wait, everyone here will get an entree served to them. Free of charge.
Wait! I made my preference!
Preference. A greater liking for one alternative over the other, but never a guarantee. However, since you won't calm down without having your feast, I'm willing to compromise. Cut off his tongue. Feed it to him. If he won't eat it, force him to. Shove it down his fucking throat for all I care.
No! I made my preference!
Well, if you are what you eat, everyone here is going to be a douchebag.
You already are one.
Is something funny?
Is the offer for Avatar still up?
I can set it up now. Right, oh fuck.
Kai told me about you. Some reporter or journalist. You're somebody who's been following us for some reason. Why is that?
Like you said, for the people.
Clever. Smart. Think she's funny? I fucking hate that. How's your head?
I take it he punched me.
I'm sure he meant no harm.
Then why did he punch me?
Because he's good at his job. Now, we shouldn't be waiting too much longer. Everybody else should be here within the next couple of hours or so. Until then, we're going to put on the introductory video for the newcomers. So everyone relax, sit back and enjoy.
Hi, I'm Shane Kennedy. If you're watching this, then congratulations. You have been accepted into the Rottenberg Cafe. Here is a respectful community where we do not judge those for their desires or intents. We only wish to let them be who they are. Pete, come, let me show you what we have. Here at Rottenberg Cafe, we have ensured that there is enough space for everyone. A full entire booked out.
You know, it's rude not to watch a film.
I shouldn't eat my ass.
Community-based activities.
Someone will definitely take you up on the second half of that offer.
If you're still not sold. Thank you once again for taking time out of your busy schedule to visit the Rottenberg Cafe. And just remember, so long as you follow the rules, you'll always be welcome here.
Okay, I hope we all got that. For the newcomers, I hope you had a chance to look over the preference boxes before you came in today. These will be taken into account when we're choosing who will be dining with us tonight. Unfortunately, tonight we do have a few more diners than servers, but don't worry, I can assure you everybody will be well fed. I guarantee that. If you haven't decided, there's a waiting room right there for you to choose your preferences and collect your thoughts. The menu will be out shortly.
Why am I not surprised that you, of all people, found yourself in this underground gourmet freak show?
Yeah, I'm used to all this stuff, but I must say, for an officer all about upholding the law, I'm surprised to see you in a place like this. Donut's not filling you up enough anymore?
Do you seriously think I want to fucking eat someone?
I didn't say that. You could also want to be turned into some pork chops.
Are you fucking serious right now?
Oh, well, it's not much of a restaurant if it doesn't serve bacon.
It's a cafe, not a restaurant.
You can have bacon for breakfast.
There are people in here that want to fucking eat us. You do realize you're gonna have to make the same choice, right? You're gonna have to decide whether or not you want to eat someone or you want... Oh my fucking god, you've already decided, haven't you?
As soon as Twitchy gave us the choice. Kind of a no-brainer, really.
So why are you in here then?
I think the bigger question is, why are you in here? I mean, I think we know what your preference is.
How original. Try this one. Why'd the chicken cross the road?
So you wouldn't eat it?
Fuck you, cunt muffin.
Can I not just want to reminisce with an old friend about the good old days in the academy?
You hated the academy.
Yeah. I guess I just wanted to make fun of you. Anyway, I'll see you at dinner.
It's that girl, isn't it? You think she's here, don't you? Well, no wonder you'd have such a personal attachment to this case. You think she's here?
Well, you're here, so I must be on the right track. Now I've got to do your job and solve a missing persons case.
Are you not going to tell me what choice you made?
Like what you said, the menu will be out shortly. I'll keep my eye out for anything with bacon on it. You a regular?
This will be my third and final meeting.
Oh, you're not eating with us tonight?
In a sense, I'll be there.
Oh. You're shaking.
Yes.
Scared?
Excited. I came here during the fourth meeting. A friend of mine told me to talk to the guy at the Haven Brew. That's where I met Kai. He invites me, I accept, wake up, my jaw hurts, and Marco's standing there with a script in his hand, ready to make a speech. That year, my preference was dining. I ate another man's liver, and I loved it. It got me thinking, if I love dining, how would I feel about serving? So I came to the sixth meeting the same way I came to my first. I talked to Kai, he invites me, I accept, I wake up, except this time my chin hurts, and Marco's standing there with a PowerPoint presentation. They take me to the cutting room floor, ask me for my preference, I choose my toes. Hurt like hell, but I knew the payoff would be worth it. And it was. The smiles and moans of the people dining that night, I wish I could relive it every time, but that's against the rules.
The rules?
Servers may only choose this preference once per visit.
So it's not a death sentence if you choose to serve?
Not unless you choose to be main course, and they can't ask for more once you've already served.
Probably should have read these rules.
Don't blame yourself, you've been knocked out for over a week. I thought you were just sleeping, but you never woke. Kai was freaking out.
Over a week?
Well, I've been here for about a week, so it means the same for you.
Who else was here?
Just the bloke that locks himself in the waiting room.
Thanks, Kai.
Thank you, Kai.
Go.
Thanks, Kai.
Thanks, guy. So anyway, I turn around, this coil head maybe.
Hey Rose, hi Quinn. Sorry to interrupt, but would you like to try our entry?
Love to. Thank you.
No thanks. I'm good.
cutting floor is ready for you. It's good to see these people appreciate what Quinn's doing.
I've made my preference.
Well, that's good to hear. Tell me what your preference is, and I'll go let Martha know.
No,
What?
I want to talk to Marco first.
You remember what happened to the last person that tried demanding something from Margot, don't you?
I'm not demanding anything. I'm extending the offer for a one-on-one interview with him. I could get the traction out there and you'd have someone working on the inside of the Public's Temple Mail. I could share things without ever spreading too much.
That goes against the rules. We can't reach out, they have to first.
I wouldn't be reaching out. Am I forcing them to read my headlines or the articles? Am I reaching out to any particular person? It's up to them if they want to listen to what I have to say.
One moment.
Could you hold this for a sec? Ow. Have to rest.
Okay, fine. I'll go ask him.
Well, you better hurry up then. These files are going to keep people satisfied for long. They certainly didn't satisfy me.
You never had one.
Perhaps because they're not up to my standards. Or I have certain acquired tastes that you aren't aware of, and you won't learn any of that until I've spoken to Marco.
Playing a very dangerous game here, kid.
Those are the best games to play, Leo.
Look, these are the type of people that you don't want to fuck around with.
No, these are the type of people that you don't fuck around with. I, on the other hand...
You do the fucking.
So who sent you in? Wouldn't be surprised if you volunteered for this yourself. I mean, you fit in. Gonna guess you worked out that Kai was the last known person to be in contact with her. Got in contact with him. Got punched. Now you're working up here. Trying to work out what to do next. You do know how conversations are meant to work, right?
Fortunately.
Well done. You and me. What do you think happened to her?
Do you see the girl here?
No.
Case solved. Have you talked to Kai about it?
Says he was the last person to be talking to her before she went missing, and then I'm starting to believe him. That's why I want to talk to Marco.
Marco knows about it.
Well, he's the one in charge of this whole cult thing. Yes, to know who's interested in it, and they're... Yeah, so... You're telling me you've been here longer than me and you hadn't thought of that?
I'm off duty.
I didn't know you would be a comedian. How long have we been in here anyway?
Marco is ready to see ya.
Thank you for agreeing to this.
My pleasure.
Oh, come on, this could be good publicity for your little friend group. And besides, I've always wanted to interview someone like you.
I take it that someone you're referring to is someone who's criminally insane. Am I right?
What makes you think that?
You think I haven't seen those eyes before? That look of condescending bewilderment forcing you to fantasize stereotyped aspects of my life because of what I am? I see it everywhere I go, but seeing it in my safe haven is a look too far. You know, I would have thought as a reporter that you would listen before making any judgments.
And I would have thought you decent enough to let me finish speaking before assuming me some other judgmental harpy. Now, before we lose our shit at each other before the interview has even started, why don't we get familiar with each other instead?
Then what kind of someone do you see me as?
Someone abnormal? Everyone I've ever interviewed or hell even bumped into for half a second on the train, they're all the same with their upfront sincerity and calm demeanors, but the second you look away from them, their eyes always roll. They live to be fake to everyone, but especially themselves. You're not like that. I mean, you're a nervous wreck and you suck at giving a speech, but you still gave this speech. Tell me, what were you thinking when you were talking to everyone before?
I felt like I was drowning. Felt like all I wanted to do was stop, but I just kept going. And by the time I finished speaking, all I could think about was everything I forgot to say.
See? What you just told me is exactly what I saw on that stage. You don't put on this persona of strength, you just are who you are. Abnormal.
You can ask 3 questions.
That is more than enough.
Alright, what's your first question?
When did you create this place?
I didn't. A friend of my dad's did. He served himself on the first meeting, so I saw this place needed someone to run it, and I took the initiative. Got some funding, and boom, this place has never been better. Second question.
Why do you think it's so important to follow the rules you created?
Because I didn't create those either. My dad did. He passed away 5 years ago. No one is better than my old man, which means no one is above the rules. The rules are there to keep our utopia safe. Now, stop fucking around and ask me the question you came here to ask me.
Where is Debbie Marderby?
There's no one here by that name.
So you don't know where she is?
I've answered 3 questions, now I have a question for you. What's your preference?
Sir, you've got to understand it's a little ominous for a cult of cannibals. You didn't say...
We are not a cult. I'm not some fuckwit running around in his pajamas trying to play God. I'm not God. I am better. Does the name Carson mean anything?
No?
Well, with him here, there's only one more person we're waiting on. Which means it's time to get ready to serve. Have you ever owned a pet? And I'm not just talking about a goldfish that you had or a gerbil that died 2 months later. A real man's best friend. I had one. He was a Doberman. My parents came home with him one day randomly. Said he was the new addition to the family. We played every day, and every night he would sleep on my bed. He was my best friend. One day I was taking out the trash and I left the door open. He just walked straight out. And I watched him. Just walk out, enthralled by the world around him. Not once did he look back. He never came back. Sometimes I'll ask myself, if he was really my best friend, why didn't he come back to me? His name was Dober. And I hope he's in a kennel somewhere, where he can't hurt another kid like me. I don't want you to hurt the people I love here. So I'm gonna ask you one more time. What's your preference?
So,
What do you wish to serve?
my fingers.
Not enough.
My right hand.
Not enough.
My right arm.
That will suffice? You may feel more than just a pinch, but these guys are trained professionals, so it should all be over and done with pretty quickly. Just remember, you're in good hands, so nothing should go to waste.
Are you left-handed? What? Are you left-handed? Because it would be pretty dumb if you cut off your right arm.
She's clever enough to choose a non-dominant hand.
Why?
Don't take it personally. That was a compliment.
You said she wasn't here.
I said Debbie Marderby wasn't here. This is Abby. Abby Killigan. She's my daughter.
Hey Marco. So, what's the plan? I mean, I doubt she could have got far, but heard that all the other kids in the orphanage are scared of her. So, no one ain't gonna look for her. Staff are doing nothing yet. You think she's gonna be okay?
What's the one thing I've always told you?
You're the nuns?
The other one.
Fuck off.
That's all.
You're gonna handle it though, right?
Somebody has to. Now go. Enjoy your little date.
The orphanage is called Woodbury Humanitas, named after Snow Woodbury, a devout Christian who funded the rebuilding of several churches in the state that were never completed. If a Christian orphan were to run away, I bet they'd go to one of these abandoned churches.
It's close. Sir? Secret entrance out back, past the hedges.
Why aren't you there then?
Well, there's a possum living in it. And possums are weird and really mean.
You can't stay here, kid.
I know.
There are people looking for you.
Not for me. Not really. Don't bother talking to me.
Why should I not talk to you?
Why? Because I get attached again? You know, and I think this time will be different again. And then you'll send me back here. Again.
How many times have you been sent back here?
You know, one too many times to ponder why I keep holding out hope. Now, thank you so much for finding me. But please, leave me alone.
This world hasn't been kind to you.
Here we fucking go.
But this world hasn't been kind to me either. People have rejected me as well once they get to know the real me.
The real you is probably completely different to the real me.
I eat humans as a hobby, and host dining events for people who like to eat other people as my job. My favourite part to eat is the palm, as it's not too chewy, but it also has the perfect amount of skin and meat, and you can use the thumb like a chicken bone. I hope you do find someone who can appreciate the real you.
I want to bake someone into a pie.
A pie?
Yeah, I want to cut the fingers of someone and turn them into small chunks and use those chunks as a meat sauce for a pie. You know, just like Sweeney Todd.
I love Sweeney Todd. You no longer need to look for this girl. Where Devon Mightyby was, Abby Killigan has been found. So, you can write whatever you want, but nobody's gonna believe you when your two sources are a dead man and a retired officer. What? You didn't think we knew about him? Francis was one of the first people that got here. Abby, can you take it back to the waiting room?
The cutting floor is ready for you. Well, it's about time. Can I ask you something? Go ahead. Is what we do a good thing? Like, is it ethical?
Well, back in the 1800s, people would line up to watch public executions of petty thieves who stole loaves of bread to provide for their family. And the public, they viewed this not as justice, but as entertainment. Is it really ethical for the world to cheer for the death of a man they never knew? Granted, we still do have prisoners on death row to this day. Hell, in some countries, it's still public to this day. But those who are sentenced are the worst of the worst. Yet a single technicality grants them the ability to do their deeds again. The law is only ethical to those who uphold the false promise of justice. It benefits them, even if they hate themselves for it. They're better off just believing the lie.
Hi, can you help me, please?
You're back.
Fuck you, Kai. Can we have a minute alone, please? Francis and I.
Was it quick?
In a sense. You're not undercover, are you? You're tired.
I was asked to leave. Look, before I started working at the academy, I was a fuck up. I was arrested for stealing from a convenience store. I stole a can of Coke and a pack of cigarettes. Dad talks to the chief, and I'm let loose. Never even got to the station. Another time I was charged with aggravated assault. Man was talking shit to me, so I broke his nose and split his jaw.
Dad plays golf with the judge, and the charges are dropped. And then dear old Dad forces me to join his academy. Fail my tests, Dad goes to dinner with the coaches, and I pass. I'm officially put on duty. This one time I was arresting a man for speeding. He was going 60 and a 50. Pull him out, rough him up a bit, and I'm treated like a fucking hero for arresting a man who was on his way to see his pregnant wife. Another time I took a bribe from a gun smuggler. The next day I got a fucking promotion. And then I'm put on this case. The case of Debbie Marderby. I find the girl's laptop, and I find out about Kai. After that, the department told me to drop the case when they caught ear of Kai's name. They told me the girl would be safe. You know, sometimes I wonder why I became a cop. And I realize I never wanted to be one. So for once, I actually tried to do my job. And I dug deeper into Kai. And Dad pulls me up and tells me I'm officially off duty. And he gives me a choice. I can either be remembered as a hero who died serving for his country and people, or I can be remembered as a fuck-up spending the rest of his days rotting behind bars. It was a no-brainer. And all because for once, I actually tried to do my fucking job.
We can't let her stay here.
She looked happy.
She's also insane.
Does being a hero actually mean that much to you? You seek for justice in an unjust world? You aspire for truth so much so, you're willing to cross any boundary and destroy any meaningful relationship you've ever had. Here. Well, can't keep Kai waiting. And if you can help that girl, it will never fix you.
The cutting table is ready for you.
I gave my amount.
Not good enough. Quill and Carson are fucking jerky, and nobody told me that Francis was a smoker. So, can't serve rotten meat, so you're gonna have to give us some more.
Rules.
You're a server. You serve.
The rules are once per annual meetup. Once you've given your amount, you can't give again until the next meetup.
I'm not ready to wait that long.
Rules are rules.
She's right, Marco. We have to follow the rules.
Are you taking her side right now?
I'm taking the side of the cafe.
Why do you hate me?
What? I don't hate you.
Yeah, you do. You hate me. After everything I've done to keep this place running, after all the times I've had to go and clean up after all your messes, what is it that you've done to make it up to me? What are you going to do for your people?
What about you?
Excuse me?
What are you willing to do? These people love you, and they love eating here, so what do you think they'll love most?
Ah, fucking good one.
What happened to your ear then? Did you cut it off for Abby?
Keep her name out of your mouth.
You care for her, don't you? See yourself in her? I know you do. Because I do. That's why I'm here.
Leave us. I don't know what I'm doing with her.
want to be a good role model for her, but I have to be with these people. I know I'll never have enough time to give her what she needs. Family.
You're trying though, aren't you? It's better than most parents, better than mine, definitely.
But I'm not most people. I'm me.
You're loved by everyone.
Exactly.
And you need to follow the rules. You and I both know what you need to do. If you're willing to give some to Abby, why not give some more to the people that love you?
Who's gonna look after Abby?
I've already given an arm. I'm sure I can spare a few fingers.
She wants to bake someone into a pie.
Sweeney Todd.
I love Sweeney Todd.
I'll make sure to watch it with her.
Who's gonna run this place?
And you said Kai needs to prove what he's willing to do. Why not give him the stress of having to live up to your name? You'd be a hero in your people's eyes.
It's fucking clever. I hate it.
It's like in the Greek islands. It's a musical.
I haven't seen
Why haven't you seen it? They made a second
With the
movie like
cutting
10 years
cutlery
later.
thing.
It was that good that so many people begged for a second.
Where is she?
Come here.
I'm not like the others.
Still leaving me.
Not exactly. I'm doing this for you.
I didn't ask you to do this.
You'll come to see the things that I'm doing for you are not just for the better of you, but for the better of the cafe. I know you're not my blood, but soon you'll have my blood. That means this cafe will be yours to inherit when you're mature enough to run it. You'll find all the people you need here. In fact, this was all Rose's idea. Got her to thank for this. It's a splendid plan. So splendid, in fact, that I decided to make her my replacement. Isn't that right, Rose?
That's right.
She's going to take care of you now. I've grown to like Rose. She's just like you. I'll leave you two to get acquainted. And Abby, everything I've ever done, or ever will do, it's all been for you.
You killed my dad.
Sorry.
You killed my dad.
I didn't force him to do anything.
You killed my dad.
You saw how happy he was.
You killed my dad.
Yeah. I did kill your dad. You haven't even thanked me yet.
Look.